Welcome to Soaring with Skarmory, Season M-2, Episode 3 of Doubles. As always, we're going to get started with our video verse, so let's come to the Lord in prayer. Heavenly Father, just thank you so much for the opportunity again to come before your word, Lord. May the truth of it shine brightly as we discuss it, Lord. May you be with those who are listening to this video, as well as be with me as I try to discuss this verse, Lord. We just pray for wisdom and guidance. May your truth shine brightly in our hearts, Lord. I pray for those who are listening, if they do not know you, that they can come to know you through this. But we're grateful for this opportunity. And in your son's name we pray. Amen. All right, today's video verse is going to be James 1:12 through 18. Blessed is the man who remains steadfast under trial, for when he has stood the test, he will receive the crown of life, which God has promised to those who love him. Let no one say when he is tempted, I am being tempted by God, for God cannot tempt with evil, and he himself tempts no one. But each person is tempted when he is lured and enticed by his own desire. Then desire, when it conceives, gives birth to sin, and when sin is fully grown, it brings forth death. Do not be deceived, my beloved brothers. Every good gift and every perfect gift is from above, coming down from the Father of lights, with whom there is no variation or shadow due to change. Of his own will he has brought us forth by the word of truth, that should be a kind of firstfruits of his creatures. So firstly, just this verse helps us hone in on the fact that our flesh and our evil desires still hang around in our walk even after being saved, right? This is something we discussed a little bit in the last episode, but I just wanted to come to this verse so we can kind of see ultimately the result of those sins, and that we can really hone in on the fact that we do have a flesh that we need to battle each and every day. So I wanted to dig a little bit deeper into that. So we can also see that it starts with our desire, and then that desire leads to that sin, and that sin leads to death, right? So that's what we see in verse 15. The desire, when it is conceived, gives birth to sin, and when sin is fully grown, it brings forth death. So that really is the inevitability of what happens when we do have our own evil desires, and we're tempted by our own lusts and desires, right? As it says in verse 14. So that's really the starting point, in understanding that is where the root is. It can stop. We can stop ourselves from bearing the fruit. You need to really kill it at the root, right? Because by the time it has reached the act of sin, it is definitely gone way too far, right? And so it's something that like when you think about it, especially if you talk to someone who's done like horrible, let's say, sexual crimes, like someone who's cheated on a spouse, or even worse, done illegal things, a lot of the time it starts with some form of pornography or some form of sexually explicit material, and so with that comes from a place of the heart, right? You look those things up because you desire them, and then as you see those sins, it only grows worse and worse, because that's what sin does, right? It only grows, and it's never satisfied, with those things. It constantly comes, and it just desires like more depraved things as time goes on. The same goes with greed, right? Somebody who's stealing, or someone who, let's say, defrauds for millions of dollars, or whatever, right? Like those things start with a desire for more money, and then that desire grows deeper and deeper over time. And as they maybe get away with some defrauding or some stealing, then they keep doing it, and they take more and more and more, and it's never a satisfied desire, right? So it's when it starts with that, and seeing that this is the ultimate, this is kind of the chain reaction, right? So that desire is where it starts, and those temptations are internal from our own sinful flesh, right? Where it says in verse 13, and my other point here, that God does not tempt us to sin, nor do our circumstances or any external thing cause us to sin. No matter the trial or the challenge, through the power of the Spirit, we can overcome this sin and live righteously in any circumstance. This does not guarantee we will live righteously, but we do, but when we do stumble, we only have ourselves to blame, right? So it's easy to pawn off some sort of temptation. Well, if she didn't dress that way, or if it wasn't so easy, or something like that, right? Then I wouldn't have done it. But it really is, you did it because you wanted to do it. Um, and it was wrong. And so owning that and understanding our sinful flesh and our desires is such a crucial aspect to being able to battle them at their source. So if we can kill the root before it produces the fruit, because the fruit, the sin is, it's the end. Well, ultimately death is of course the end, as it says, when it is fully grown it brings forth death. That is ultimately the end and the cost of our sin. But the fruit is not where it starts. The action is not where it starts. It starts in the heart. And that is just such a crucial aspect of living a righteous life and trying to, well, attempting to live a righteous life. Never perfectly, of course, but understanding that concept and not trying to pawn our sin off to some external source as an excuse for it, because there are many people who lived in very tempting environments, let's say, who have lived righteously, right? And so it's like, even when it comes to sins like complaining and things, it's very easy to try to blame that, like, well, I wouldn't complain if I didn't have X, Y, or Z circumstances. But you can see many a times like missionaries who live in incredibly challenging circumstances throughout history, and yet they don't complain, and they pursue and love the Lord. So that's a crucial aspect of that I just wanted to point out. And of course, these sins have varying weights of worldly consequence, right? But sin is sin, and so we'll call it what it is. So, like, yeah, obviously, the sin of complaining is nowhere near as I guess is nowhere near as bad as murder or adultery or something like that, in a worldly sense. So to the Lord, sin is still sin, and although they do have different weights, as it talks about this in Scripture, we can still say that all sin is an affront to God in any form, way, shape, or form. So continuing on, he reiterates by reminding us not to be deceived. This is an important part, because it is so easy for us to find an excuse for our sin by some external factor, like believing I can't help it, or something along those lines, right? Like, I can't help it. When X happens, I just have to do Y, or whatever. But those lies only dig us deeper into that sin. So the Bible does this multiple times in the New Testament. Especially in Paul's letters, I've noticed, but also in James's letters, right? It says, do not be deceived. And that is something that just kind of brings your attention to, like, basically the Bible does not command something that people don't do, right? Or command against something that people don't do. And so being deceived is something that many people are. Many people believe. Let's take something in modern day that I think is a very common one, is anxiety, right? So you have anxious thoughts, and because of those anxious thoughts, they lead to sinful actions like laziness. Let's say you're so anxious, and Proverbs has a quote of this, of like, I cannot, there's a lion in the streets, right? That's what the sluggard says. So you become a sluggard because you're anxious, so you can't overcome your anxious thoughts and be responsible, go to work, do whatever you got to do. And people will think, I can't help these anxious thoughts, right? And although there is an aspect of, yes, your flesh is something that you cannot control, and so there are anxious thoughts that can come into your heart, or lustful or greedy or whatever, those thoughts will come into your heart even though you didn't expressly, like, conjure them yourself, or you didn't desire them. It is still your job to battle those thoughts and to not allow those thoughts to lead you to commit sinful actions. That's where the responsibility comes in, right? God did not tempt you to be anxious. Your anxious flesh is harming you here. It's leading you to sin, but it's your own desire. It's your own temptation. And so we need to battle that at the root. And so when people think that things like anxious thoughts that lead to these kinds of sins, when people think that these anxious thoughts are just like a natural part of who they are, that they can't be helped, and that they themselves are not inherently sinful or to be like killed or battled against, again, with varying degrees of success. So someone who maybe struggles a lot more with anxiety than they do with greed or something like that. We all have our own for lack of a better term, demons that we fight. But it is so important that we call those things what we are, and we understand it starts in the thought life, and that we battle it each and every day as a believer in the areas that we struggle. So, we're not deceived into thinking that we can't help the thoughts that lead to these actions, because we can fight them, we can battle them with all of our heart, soul, mind, and strength in order to honor the Lord. But we first must recognize that we need to do that in order to honor the Lord. Like, that's the first step. And so if we can kill sinful thoughts, if we can battle our own flesh, if we can battle the lust and desires, that will stop us from stumbling a lot more. So that was just something I wanted to point out there. And then, yeah, again, the first line of this battle is our own hearts and our minds is critical to winning the battle against sin and being a blessed man who is steadfast under trial, right? So continuing to pursue righteousness, trust the Lord, and understand those things is what will lead to what it says in verse 12. The man who remains steadfast under trial, he has stood the test and will receive the crown of life that God has promised to those who love him. This is not an easy battle. It's not fun. And it lasts your whole life. So it's not something that you'll see until you're in glory. But we want to have faith in Christ and faith in the Lord and his word, and to pursue that righteousness each and every day, to battle against our flesh, to struggle, and to continue to pursue righteousness and holiness, and to believe in all our hearts that we will be blessed for those battles, and that we will receive the crown of life that God has promised to those who love him at the end, when we finally see him in glory. We need to hold on to that truth. We need to hold on to that hope, and do that each and every day with every little battle that happens. So I hope that that's encouraging for those of you who are in that fight alongside me. I hope that that's going to be uplifting to you and give you more strength in those battles. The Lord will provide that strength. You can pray to him and speak honestly and openly with the Lord about these struggles, and he will provide it to you. It may not be something that happens instantly. It's not going to make the fights necessarily easier, but especially I've noticed in my own heart over time, like sins, especially ones that I had piled up in my heart over the years before truly becoming a Christian and learning these truths. They were hard. They were very hard for me to battle, and to feel like I was successful in them, and then they still creep up here and there. There's still things that I have to battle every day, but the Lord does grant you freedom, and the joy and the peace that comes from that freedom is, even just in the world, in this life, is so worth the fight, let alone the glory that we will see, and the crown of life we will receive in glory infinitely outweighs the pleasure of entertaining sinful thoughts and desires. So again, hope that was encouraging for you, and I will see you guys in the video. All right, here we are for episode 3 team breakdown. So I made quite a few changes. You can see Lumberry on Garchomp. The biggest change is I did decide to swap out Milotic for Focus Sash Starmie. The reason why is Starmie is a lot faster. This is a more offensive team with how I've been playing it, and so I thought it could be helpful like into Sneasler, because if they're not Jolly, then I'll outspeed an Oko with Psychic, as well as it kind of gives me the same coverage, but gives me more offensive pressure than Milotic does. The other thing I did on stats is I changed Rotom to be timid, so this is the speed stat that I need to outspeed Mega Aerodactyl, as well as guaranteeing outspeeding a Scarf Basculegion, which was something that lost me a game in the last episode, so I made that change, as well as I think the rest is still the same, but you can see that this is going to be a little bit different, so hopefully this works out better for me. Oh yeah, I did put Triple Axle on Serena as well. I feel like it might be better than Low Kick overall. So we're going to give this a shot, and then I will see you guys in the games in just a sec. All right, here we go, first game. Okay, this is interesting. I do kind of like Serena. I think I want to lead Serena Garchomp. I think that gives me a good matchup into a couple of different leads they could have. And then I'll put Skarmory, and I think I want Floette in the back, or do I want Rotom Heat? No, I think I'm gonna go Floette. Yeah, this looks good to me. This looks good to me. I don't want them to be able to go into like a Trick Room mode, so let's see how this works out. Charizard, Venusaur. Okay. I am gonna U-turn here. I am gonna Rock Slide. I don't expect him to if he Sleep Powders, I got Lum. This is exactly why I went with Lumberry. So let's see. Sleep Powder? Perfect. I'm glad I made that switch. It literally is coming into play in this first game. As long as I don't miss. Sweet. Okay, he lives, but he could still flinch. Okay, he Solar Beams. That's an interesting call. Oh, it's 2-hit KO. I'm gonna go into Floette. Dazzling Gleam should still KO both. Let's see what he goes for. I wonder if I'm faster, because he definitely is running bulk on this Zard. Yeah, that's good damage. Okay, we get the Venusaur. Oh, that's a nice crit. Zone Garchomp, okay. I will Dragon Claw the Zard. Well, does Earthquake double KO? I don't even know. I think this is fine, though. I'll Dragon Claw the Zard. Is that gonna KO Chomp? I don't know. It's Scarf Chomp. Okay, no, it didn't. That means he's locked into Earthquake, which means as long as I can KO whatever his last mon is, then I'll be in a good spot. Let's go into Serena. I wonder who his last is. Is it Rotom? Oh, Farig. Okay, well, I'll definitely taunt here. And then I'll attempt to Dragon Claw Farig. Yeah, because he's locked into Earthquake. He's got to be Scarf. Unless he won the Speed Tie. If he won the Speed Tie, then that could be scary. No, he's locked in. Yeah, which is totally fine. Okay, Psychic is fine. Don't special defense drop me, please. But I think we're in a good spot. Because Skarmory in the back means his Garchomp can't touch me. Yeah, okay. He knew. Awesome, good stuff. Great to start off with a W. Yeah, Lumberry immediately coming in clutch right there. So, that worked out well. Alright, here we go. Let's see if we can keep a win streak and maybe make it up to Master Ball in this episode. But I will see you guys in the next battle. Alright. Okay, interesting. So he's got... I think I want to go... I kind of like Skarmory Rotom as a lead. With... I kind of like my own... Well, do I like Chomp better? Do I like Chomp or do I like Floette? I kind of like Chomp. And then, do I want Serena? Serena's okay. I think Floette's probably better. Yeah, let's do this. Let's do this. Okay, here we go. Let's see how we do. I do kind of wish Volt Switch would KO, but Starmie Arrow. Okay. Let's see if I can KO this Starmie. Actually, he's probably gonna Mega Starmie, right? I'm gonna Volt Switch into the Starmie, and I am going to Tailwind here. Yeah, let's do it. Oh, that's good damage. Okay. Chomp or Floette? I think Chomp's gonna tank it better. Hopefully. Hopefully it does. Okay. Tailwind. And we match the Tailwind. Oh, that's not gonna KO. Thunderbolt Starmie, that's really interesting. Oh, it's leftovers? That stinks. I wonder if Feint's gonna KO here. Let's just go for a Rock Slide, and let's go for a Feint. Do I think Feint's gonna KO? I don't think that it will. Maybe I hope for, No, I'm gonna Protect and Brave Bird the Starmie. Well, Body Press has no recoil. Nah, Brave Bird is better. I don't want to get Ice Beamed by this Starmie. Okay. Yep. Please don't flinch. No! That's so bad. I think I switch back, and then I Brave Bird Starmie again. Man, that stinks. That flinch is really bad for me. I don't know if my Rotom actually dies here. It may. Okay. Live, please! Yes, let's go. That's huge. Please don't flinch again. Oh, that was a crit too? Wow. No freeze. Okay. Okay, that's good for me. Who does he have in the back, I wonder? Hopefully nothing with priority. It's probably Sneasler. Yeah. Well... let's attempt. Maybe he protects Arrow and I get the KO. Yeah. Yeah. I do break the sash before he goes down. Oh, he misses. Okay. That's huge. I'm gonna hope I get the Tailwind off. That would be awesome if I get a quick Claw Tailwind this turn. I kind of deserve it for a flinch. He did get a miss, though. But let's see. Nope. Man, I should have fainted there. Yeah, feint would have been a really good play there. I'm wondering if I make the... No, I just... Who does he have in the back, possibly? Everything's weak to ground but Starmie, so everything that he switches into is weak to ground, so Earthquake into Protect seems like the safest play. Let's go for it. Man, I should have feinted the Sneasler. That would have been a really good last turn. But it's okay. I was hoping for a quick Claw Tailwind, which was a fine play too. But feint was definitely the play. Looking back at it, I mean, it makes sense. If everything he switches to is weak against ground, then does he have feint? No. Nope. Good. If he has Sash, then that's bad. Okay, that's good. Yeah. T-Tar. Alright, well, he's gonna double Rock Slide here. Do I just Light of Ruin? No, I think I just Moonblast. Or do I Moonblast the Aerodactyl? Let's go for the Arrow. Maybe he protects. Man, those flinches are brutal with Rock Slide, that's for sure. Does he protect? No, he didn't. Man, that's good damage. Oh, that's awesome. That's actually really good. Okay. I wonder if I outspeed this Tyranitar. Okay, I think I could still win this. I think a Light of Ruin gets the one-hit KO even through Sand. So I think I protect Earthquake this turn. He's got 2 turns of Tailwind, yeah, so I Earthquake, and I protect. I wonder if Knockoff's gonna KO me. Okay. Do I flinch? Nope. Sick. This is a 2-hit KO. That's really good. So I protect Chomp this turn, and then I attempt for a Moonblast. And then I should win with Earthquake next turn. So even if Rock Slide KOs. Okay, good, good. I think I'm in a good spot to win this. Maybe he misses? I don't even... This may KO. Okay, that's fine. Alright, here we go. Moment of truth. Let's see, he was at what? 70, 80%? I'm pretty sure it did enough for this one to KO. Let's go, let's go. Man, that was close. That was a good game. Even with the Rock Slide flinch, I was still able to bring it back with good protects, stalling out Tailwind. Yeah, and the spread damage was absolutely massive, so... I mean, keeping it as spread damage. Alright, let's see. Come on, let's keep going. Let's get up there. Good stuff. Alright, I will see you guys in the next battle. Okay, here we go. Man, another Aerodactyl. I like... Rotom... Serena, Skarmory, and I don't like Floette very much here. I like Starmie. I'm gonna bring Starmie for the first time. So here we go. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. It'd be nice if it was Scarf Serena, but that's okay. And I know I outspeed this Basculegion if it's Scarf, so... And I would live a dual Wing Beat from something like a Aerodactyl with Serena. Okay, Sylveon. Oh, I guess I can't eat my berry, but I'm gonna... You know what? What if I Electro Web... Trop Kick? What's wrong with that? Yeah, let's do it, let's do it. I don't know if I die to Hyper Voice plus Rock Slide. I don't think I do. Okay. I do have my Citrus Berry active again, which is nice. Oh, no way. It's not a roll, is it? Okay, good. I don't know if he has Wide Guard. He probably doesn't have Wide Guard if he's running dual Wing Beat. I think Starmie outspeeds. Yep. Ooh, that did a lot. Instant, okay. Let's Brave Bird this Sylveon and let's protect. Okay, I'm fine with that. Let's just KO this Incin. I wonder if it's gonna die. I hope it does. Ooh, that Quick Claw actually is really nice because I don't think I would trigger... Oh, it's Chopple. Let's see if the Scald KOs. I think it will. No, it didn't. Man, that's brutal. Okay. Yeah, I think I lose. Maybe I should have KO'd Sylveon. Who's his last? Is it Basque? Ooh, I could still win. Let's see. Moment of truth. No! Para, full para? Ah, well. That's GG. Alright. Let me think about what happened there. The dual wing beat hurt. Maybe switching into Skarmory. I mean, the Hyper Voice, it's like not KOing Sylveon there, I think was the wrong play. Because he could have definitely KO'd. He knew the Hyper Voice was gonna KO, so I think going into Brave Birding into Sylveon, Scalding into Incineroar was probably the best play there. Although I don't know. I don't know. So anyway, all right. Well, that was a good game, and I will see you guys in the next one. Okay, here we go. All right, this is for sure a Serena game, no doubt about it. Serena Floette seems really, really good here. Floette with Skarm and... Do I like Chomp in the back? Yeah, like... Maybe Rotom? No, I think I'm gonna go with Chomp. Chomp seems good against, like, half the team. Okay, let's see how this one goes. For Rig and Sin, okay. Oh, that's funny. I didn't even think about that, but that's a cool interaction. Taunt here, and I think I can I KO this Incin? That would actually be super sick. Do I try it? No, I think I just go for Gleam. That, I didn't even think about that, but yeah, Flower Veil actually helping against Intimidate there. Come on, bruh. Come on, bruh. Okay, Moonblast would KO if it's... Mental Herb? No, Mental Herb. Awesome. Great stuff. So you turn out, and we will Gleam again. Oh, he forfeited. Okay, turn 1, baby. We take those easy W's. Let's go. I'm just surprised people don't know Serena's ability, but hey, we take them. That's awesome. A quick and easy one. A turn 1 win. So, good stuff. Alright, I'll see you guys in the next game. Alright, here we go. Okay, lots of fire types. I think Skarmchomp is fine. Do I like Floette? I like Rotom Heat. And I think I like Starmie. Yeah, let's try it. Let's try it. The Floette could be a problem. It depends on if he goes with Zard or Floette for his Mega. Floette could be a real issue. Oh, he's on a 3-win streak. Let's see how it goes. Wims Floette. Oh, that's not good. Into Floette. Actually, no. I think I Brave Bird into Wims. And I Protect here. Yeah. Okay. That did nothing. Hello? Who do I sack? I think I go into Rotom. Okay. I'm fine with that. Yep. He's not gonna Earthquake here. Yep. Brave Bird into Wims. Let's see how this goes. I don't know if I drop to a Moonblast. I may. I don't know if he's Scarf either, too. Who did I bring as my last Starmie? Okay. It doesn't matter because he's got Prankster. That stinks. Maybe I should have protected the KO there. Or if I had fainted, that would have been really nice. Bulky Chomp. Okay. Let's see, they've got 3 turns of Tailwind. I attempt to get the Tailwind off. Let's see, maybe I get a Quick Claw. Oh my goodness, dude. So clutch. Is it Rocket? Oh yeah, it's Rocket, right? Or did he intimidate me? I don't remember. I think he intimidated. Oh, he's Rockhead. Ice Beam here, and Thunderbolt here. This is close. I don't know if I can beat Floette. Oh, okay, I definitely lose now. Yeah, I should have probably maybe protected. I didn't think about extreme speed. Okay. Yeah, no way I win now. Yeah, I didn't really have a good answer into Floette. I'm curious to see how much this Thunderbolt does to Floette. I just want to know for future games. Because I don't have any, like, big physical attackers that aren't Chomp. Oh yeah, that does nothing. I don't think I would have won even if I didn't get extreme speeded, so... Alright, well, GG. He played incredibly well. Bulky Chomp was really good. Maybe Floette would have been better over Starmie, but Floette would not have been able to... I mean, it is what it is. Alright, let's keep going. Moving on to the next game. See you guys in the next one. Okay. Oh, Belly Bolt Jolteon? That's really interesting. Paldean Tauros. I do like Rotom. Rotom Chomp, maybe? Yeah, Rotom Chomp. Scar and Floette. Jolteon has Volt Absorb too, which is kind of a problem. But not that big of a problem, hopefully. Let's see how it goes. Maybe Flowout would have been a better... Actually, yeah, Flowout would have been better to lead with Rotom, I think, than Chomp. But it's fine. Because Floette's not immediately threatened by really anything. Okay. I think I just overheat Earthquake. This should KO. Yeah, I'm going for it. This should KO. Even if it doesn't, it's not the worst. Yeah, Floa would have been way better here. Okay. Let's see if Overheat one-shots. No way. Oh no. That is so bad. Oh boy. Oh well. That is, like, so terrible. Oh, man. Whatever, he's just gonna, like, hit me in Blizzard. Do I just sack Chomp here? I mean, I can't do anything, man. Yep. That stinks. Of course. It's all because I missed that overheat. And he didn't even protect. That's really unfortunate, but we have games like that. Let's see. No, I didn't Quick Claw, so it doesn't really matter. And a Raging Bull. Oh, I'm faster. Well, that's nice. I think I just have to, like, Thunderbolt and hope for... And then just, like, Light of Ruin. No, I'm gonna protect here. Thunderbolt will probably two-shot. At least I hope it does. I do have the speed advantage if I can keep it. Okay, I don't think his Frostlass didn't protect, so that's good. Para. Oh, that para is massive. Okay. I don't know how Electromorphosis... Oh, of course. Okay. Well, sometimes it just be like that. Sometimes it just be like that. Yep. Maybe I get a crit? Then I one-shot? Oh, close. Yeah, it's gonna KO me. I tried. I most certainly tried. Yeah, the overheat missed turn 1 and completely lost it for me, but sometimes games are like that. Okay, well, hopefully I can get a positive. I can get a couple of W's coming in. Man, this has been rough. No, I just want to get to Master Ball. Alright, see you guys in the next game. Alright, here we go. Delphox is fun. Delphox Glim. So let's do Rotom, Chomp, Skarm, and who in the back? Serena, Floette. I think Floette. Or do I like Starmie? I think Floette. Yeah, I think Floette. Alright, Glamora King. This is a very clear Volt switch into Earthquake. Yep. Well, I'm fine with that. Is he gonna KO the... Is it Sash? Oh, it's not. That's awesome for me. Toxic Debris doesn't matter that much, at least versus Floette. Well, it could for Floette, but... Okay. I will Electro Web, and then I will Dragon Claw you. Oh, he's Scarf. Well, that's bad. Oh my goodness. Interesting that you're Citrus Berry. I wonder if his last resort. Well, that's what happens when you run Triple Axle, which is funny because my Serena has it as well. Ooh, I live. Nice. Well, we got unlucky last game, so at least we did well this game. Switch into Skarm, for sure. And then just Dragon Claw this Kangaskhan. That actually could have been bad if Rotom went down. Iron Defense, okay. I'm just gonna feint Dragon Claw this Kangaskhan. Just in case he protected. Because, I mean, Rotom just one-shots, I think. I wonder if it has Roost or if it has Tailwind. Just Body Press. It's not worth sacrificing anything in the back. Hey, let's go. Let's go. It doesn't matter here. Woo! Damage, baby. I'll just Dragon Claw. My Body Press, his Body Press. So he is faster than me. He does have a bit of speed. And this is where I go into Rotom. Thunderbolt. So if I miss Overheat, I would be kicking myself, and I think Thunderbolt's gonna kill too. Yep, there it is. Good stuff. Awesome. Skarmory beats Corviknight, let's go! Alright, we get another W. Let's see if we can keep it going for the last couple of matches in this episode. Alright, see you guys in the next one. Okay. There's a good lead here. What about Serena Chomp? I actually kind of like this. Serena Chomp. Skarm. Rotom? Maybe? Or Flow it. I'm gonna go Flow it. No. Flow it, Chomp? Skarm Serena? Or what if I let Skarm Chomp? I'm gonna try this. Yeah, let's try it. Let's just give it a shot. Let's see who he leads. Rotom Incin. That's not the best for me, but it's fine. I'm gonna switch into Serena. Gleam here. Where do I Moonblast? I Moonblast Incin. Yep. Okay, down to 35. So I did 60. Okay. I'm okay with this. I'm totally fine with this. Drop kick's still gonna hurt. Moonblast and Instant to get the KO. It should KO, right? Because it did 60... What was it? 60% down to 40? 66? So it should KO. Okay. That's some good damage, though. That's still a 2-hit KO. That's awesome. Even through burn. That means I would have one-shot if he didn't land the Will-O-Wisp. Who else does he have in the back? Chomp, possibly Sylveon. Yeah, let's do it. I wonder if the Heat Wave KOs me at this range. It might. He's probably bulky Zard. I probably outspeed. Ah, man. That's brutal. Let's see. He's faster. Does it KO both? Okay, it doesn't. Maybe I should have gleamed. It's fine. Chomp. Let's see. Okay. Maybe I didn't need to protect Floette. I guess I assumed he might live. But... okay. I've got the berry. I've got the Lum, which is perfect. Who's his last? Oh, his own Chomp. Okay. Let's Dragon Claw, Rotom, Moonblast, Chomp. Is it Scarf? If it's Scarf, I might lose. Oh, okay. Yeah, I win then, with Skarm in the back. Good stuff. Good stuff. I wonder what his item is on Rotom, because he had Citrus on wait, did we just speed tie? Let me just, oh, yeah, okay, because he locked into Poison Jab, so I was like, he's gotta be Scarf or he won the speed tie and he's max speed like I am, so let's go. That was good. 2-win streak, let's keep it up. And we got 2 more matches, so I will see you guys in the next game. Okay, Aurorus. Oh, this is a mono ice. Well, Rotom for sure. Rotom, Floette, Skarm. Do I even like? Yeah, let's go with this. I could lose to this. I'm actually kind of not... I don't feel too great about this, but it is what it is. Let's see how it goes. Double snow warning. This is a cool team. I got mad respect for him, and I might actually lose to this. So, we shall see. We indeed shall see. Yeah, Garchomp's not exactly a fan of fighting Mono Ice. Electro Web might actually be the play here. Like locking into Electro Web. We'll see. We'll see. It just depends on who he leads with. Aurora's Weavile. I think he's trying to guarantee the, I'm just gonna go Electro Web and Dazzling Gleam. This is actually pretty scary. Do I just die if he has, like, Ancient Power or something? I don't know. Does it Power Gem? Or does Aurora's just get Ancient Power? Okay, fake out there. Is he gonna Aurora Veil? Let's see what he does. Blizzard. Okay. That did a ton. Hello? Oh my goodness. Does Overheat thaw you? Okay. I'm just gonna Gleam here. That did half my health? Is this like... Never Melt Ice Auroras, maybe? Please tell me I outspeed a -1 Weavile. Okay, I do. That's awesome. Okay. No freeze on Skarm. Man. I'm about to lose to this Mono Ice type team. I'll try to Tailwind and Protect here. I might be able to live. No Aurora Veil, so that's good. Oh, well, I get the Tailwind off, which is awesome. I hope that my my guy thaws. My Rotom. I kind of need it too. He has both of his Hail Setters out too, and Hail's probably going to expire in a turn or two. So, I don't think the freeze matters because he's just going to Blizzard again. Dude. Does Overheat thaw? I hope it does. This is the moment of truth. Please. Please thaw. Nope. Well, that is not good. I guess it lets me switch up moves, though. Who's their last? Bear Tick, okay. I'm overheating into Bear Tick, and I am... Psychic is stronger, right? Psychic should KO, I think. I think it will. I hope it will. No way. Okay, at least I got that. Is Bear Tick gonna Rock Slide? Miss Rotom, please. Okay. This is doable. The snow stops, right? Okay. Okay, here we go. Thunderbolt into Scald should KO, so I can't miss. Please thaw. Thank you. Yeah, that's a good game. No way. Okay. My goodness. Starmie should survive. Oh, they both survived. Duh, because he's burned. Oh, man. Well, that was way closer than it needed to be. But if I had missed Overheat, that could have been bad. Although he did survive on one. Maybe Psychic was stronger because it has 10 more base power. I mean... Anyway, I'm glad I got it. Almost lost to the Mono Ice type team with freezes. Win streak bonus? Yes! We made it! Okay, I'm glad. That feels good, because I definitely went back and forth in the last few episodes, so that feels pretty good to get back into Master Ball. Alright, I will see you guys in the next game. Okay, here we go. Last battle. Alright, man, I'm so happy to make it into Master Ball and not have to worry about my win-loss anymore. Now I'm just playing for fun. Alright, definitely Serena is pretty solid here. I think Serena Chomp looks good. And then do I keep Rotom for Corv and Skarm? Yeah, I'm gonna go with that. I'm gonna go with that. Whew, man. That felt good. I don't think even though he rock slid with that miss, I mean with those two freezes in the last game and with that miss, even if he didn't miss, I think I still could have won, so I'm not sure. But, let's see, let's just drop kick here, and then we will switch to Rotom. Even if he Brave Birds into Serena, I'm not too concerned about it. Okay, I'm faster, so that's good. Tailwind, okay. That's rather unfortunate. No, I don't want a U-turn. Bolt switch. Is he gonna switch in a drill? Okay. Not ideal. I don't know if I'm gonna win this. I probably won't, unless I get a quick claw, which would be super dope. Hey, let's go, baby. Not too bad. Did that KO? Oh man, that quick claw was absolutely clutch then. Who knows, I may come back with this. Yeah. Ooh, the crit. Let's see, does he Trick Room here? Okay. I still think I got this. I mean, he doubles into Rotom here, I think. I definitely focused down this Corviknight. He didn't even bring sand. Okay, so he left sand at home, which I can kind of understand. Oh, I think I lose then, because he's going to body press. Oh, do I love this Brave Bird? I don't. I don't think I do. Yeah. Okay, Corviknight's going to beat me then. Good games, man. Good game. That was a clutch Trick Room. Maybe I should have Rock Slid and hoped for the flinch. Yeah. I'm not winning this. That's okay. We still made it to Master Ball. And that's what my goal is. So I'll have one more episode of games for fun, but I'm glad I made it in. That's a strong for Rig, man. Wow, that's a strong. Was that a crit? Huh. Okay, I guess that's what happened when you're max offense. Okay. Good game. Good game. He played really well. That was a good Trick Room. I was like, well, I think I needed the EQ damage to KO the Sylveon. So it is what it is. That's okay. Alright, we will see you guys in the next episode. Happy I made it to Master Ball.